8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
It's the 128th episode of Morning Kicks Extra.
Woo-woo! Extra means an extra dose of Randy and Jen.
And while that may not seem like the best idea, it is a great way to catch up on stuff you might have missed out on during the show.
Or if there's anything you want to listen to again.
Like the information about TSA's new self-check security system that they have in Las Vegas.
And Jeff Bezos is once again the world's richest man.
Plus, we're going to be talking about the people you know that are freaks when they're asleep.
Especially when these stories involve Ambien.
So let's get things kicked off.
On Morning Kicks Extra.
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
According to Indonesia's National Transportation Safety Committee, both the Batik Air pilot and co-pilot fell asleep at the same time for 28 minutes during a flight from Kendari to the capital Jakarta on January 25th.
So it came to the air traffic controller's attention when they noticed, quote, that the aircraft was not in the correct flight path. In fact, was doing loop-de-loops way over there. So the pilots, they yelled at him, I guess, over the loudspeakers until they were eventually awakened and finally forced to land in Jakarta.
When you find out the pilot and co-pilot are sleeping together, you know, this is really not what you want to hear.
Or what you're thinking about in the first place, right?
You know, I wish I could fall asleep on a plane that easy.
I guess, though, it is kind of a nice change from planes with parts falling off of them Boeing. Jen's Movie Rehab!
So this is where Randy assigns me a movie to watch on Friday. I watch it over the weekend, come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it. Because before coming to Kicks, I'd really never seen any movies before.
Few, if any. And normally what we do on this is we assign her an iconic movie that everybody says, I can't believe you've never seen that. And on most of them, everyone says, I can't believe you've never seen that. I mean, stuff like Top Gun and E.T. and Star Wars and the Human Resources video for Plant 409.
That's not a thing that happened.
All of those. So you're like, I can't believe you've never seen that. But today is a little exception because leap year only comes once every 27 years.
Once every 4 years.
That's what I meant to say. So in honor of that, we thought we ought to assign a leap year movie.
Which makes sense.
You know how many leap year movies there are? One.
Well, okay, one.
There's one. And it's called, you ready for this? Leap Year.
Oh,
some
creative.
Marketing genius there. Now, Leap Year is a romantic comedy from 2010 that was directed by Anand Tucker and written by Harry Elfont and Deborah Kaplan. It stars Amy Adams and Matthew Good.
Who's Matthew Good? I don't know who that is.
You'll know him when you see him. Another anniversary passes for the main character without a marriage proposal from her boyfriend. So Anna, played by Amy Adams, decides to take action. She's aware of this Celtic tradition that allows women to pop the question on February 29th. This is a real thing. So she plans to follow her lover to Dublin and ask him to marry her. But fate has other plans, however, and she winds up on the other side of the Emerald Isle with handsome but surly Declan, an Irish innkeeper played by Matthew Good. And she hires him to take her to her boyfriend in Dublin, but he may just lead Anna down the road to true love.
This sounds like a kind of movie that I would love. It's got romance in it. It's got fun accents in it. I love the story. I can't wait to watch this.
You are going to love it. She's going to want to give it an 11 or something. But I will say that even as a guy, this is one of the movies that when I started out to watch it, I was about to throw up. But about 15 minutes in, I was hooked. I really liked it, so I think you will too. It's filmed on location in Ireland beautifully, and it's rated PG. So while it is okay for the kids, it will bore them to tears and make them throw up. But you can stream it for free on Hulu or rent it on any of the other rental services.
All right, so I'm going to watch Leap Year over the weekend, and then I'll come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
With Jen's Movie Rehab.
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
So Jeff Bezos, it was announced yesterday that he is now the new world's richest man again.
So did he dethrone Elon?
Elon Musk, yes, is who he. Elon Musk had been the world's richest man who had dethroned the French guy, the French mogul guy. And so now he dethrones Elon. I don't know what he did to do this. Probably had involved selling your soul to the devil at the crossroads in the middle of the night or something like that. But
so the point is that, like, he's still a massive billionaire, regardless of who's number one.
And an evil genius. So they were talking about his daily income, how much he makes a day.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah, and that has gone up now. But you better believe he's got something he'd like to say about that.
I am Jeff Bezos. So, someone who makes much less money than I performs some mathematics to determine how much moolah billionaires make every day. And guess what? It's a lot. Like $14 million a day, a lot. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I make more money in one day than most countries' GDP. That's why they call it a gross domestic product. I mean, ew. But here, I'm giving back. You pay me to put an Amazon listening device in your home at great savings, and I make over 20 mil. Win-win, I say. So let's work together, people, to see how rich you can make me. Open up your shopping carts. Daddy needs a new super yacht.
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
Nobody cares about the Oscars. Don't watch them because you all have lives.
True. Yeah.
But they have this stupid gift bag that they do every year to everyone that comes to the Oscars that gets to go to this, the celebrity upper elite echelon that is better than you.
And this year, it's worth over $100,000.
$100,000! Oh my God!
And here's what it contains: an all-inclusive chalet Zermopik luxurious Swiss getaway,
A 7-day holistic wellness retreat,
a 3-night stay in a private villa from St. Barth Paradise in the Caribbean,
luxury kitchen appliances from Thor Kitchen,
10,000 donated meals from VDog in support of PETA's Global Compassion Fund.
What? What the heck is that?
I don't even know what that one is.
Okay, so where are we at here? There's a portable purse seat.
I'm so sorry. This seat is reserved for my purse.
Upcycled designer pillows. How do you
As opposed to
upcycle?
recycle. Oh, it's where you take something and you make it kind of fancy and new again. Upcycled.
Oh, okay. Then there's an in-home clinical sleep consultation.
A portable blender.
Gourmet popcorn. Oh, I bet that one really made a dent in that $100,000.
A red light sleep therapy device.
A performance and active wear gift set.
Inactive wear.
Inactive wear. That's the kind of active that I am. Inactive.
A luxury shoe bag.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're talking. A sustainable artesian backpack and handbag.
A portable infrared grill.
A line of Miage ultra luxury transformative skincare products.
And a private show with a mentalist.
Like Will Smith? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like mental mess, not mentalist.
This is ridiculous. And this is just one more reason why we all sure hate Hollywood. I sure hate Hollywood. I guess I'm jealous cause their life's too good. Compare my life to them, I'm just a plumber. It's such a bummer. My Oscar's a wiener I cook. I sure hate Hollywood.
Morning Kicks Extra.
I first read about this over the weekend and I thought that can't be real. And now I've seen it all over the place. And apparently it is that the Las Vegas airport has unveiled an automated security check that allows passengers to scan themselves. Security check. In sort of the same way the self-checkout at the supermarket.
How could this possibly go wrong?
Yeah, better question. How the heck would it even work?
Welcome to the TSA self-check. Please select yes or no. Are you a terrorist? Thank you. Now please look at your photo ID.
Okay.
Now look at yourself in the mirror. Then look at your ID again. Repeat this procedure 7 more times as if an actual TSA agent were checking it. Remove your shoes and place them on the scanner.
Okay.
Ha ha, you have a hole in your sock.
Hey, wait.
Please step in front of the full body scanner. Metal detected. Please step to the side, put on latex gloves, and gently grope yourself with the back of your hand in your crotch area.
Oh, wait.
More.
What?
More.
Okay.
A little more.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it's just the zipper of your pants.
Yeah.
You're now cleared to enter the terminal. Thank you for shopping at Walmart. Oops, that voice prompt was left over from the supermarket self-checkout software the TSA is now using to stop hijackers. Have a safe flight.
Morning Kicks Extra.
We're talking today about sleep freaks.
I mean, everybody, I think, knows somebody who walks in their sleep or talks in their sleep or just does something kind of weird when they're sleeping.
I love these. There is nothing funnier to me than people being idiots while they're unconscious.
Do you know a freak when they're asleep?
What do they do?
My husband and my dad both work at Schreiber's in Carthage.
Uh-huh.
My mom and I both get in trouble in the middle of the night because we don't make the cheese right.
What?
They talk in their sleep, and my husband and my dad, they get mad at us because we don't make the cheese right.
You're not making the cheese right.
I guess not.
I know.
Make that cheese
Terrible.
right.
Like, what's going on?
If you expect to continue to live here, you will make the cheese correctly, Missy.
Who's the freak that you know when they're asleep? What do they do?
Okay, this is an Ambien story.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah, my husband used to take Ambien.
Admium?
What?
Wait, maybe that's what was wrong. You weren't taking Ambien.
So what did he do?
One night at like 2:30 in the morning, he decided on Ambien it was time to change the brakes on our Jeep.
What?
So did he do it? Did he try to, did he jack the Jeep up? Or?
Oh my gosh, I had to get somebody in the next morning to fix everything that he had taken apart because he had no idea how he took it apart or how it was supposed to go back
He
together.
goes out there the next morning and he's trying to figure out what happened. He's like, who did this? You did, stupid.
I was so mad at him, and then about a week later, before he was taken off the Ambien, he came in and woke me up on the Ambien saying, honey, I think I know what's wrong with the radio. I had to stop him, and I gave him the vacuum cleaner and said, here, do this instead.
What? Whoa.
I didn't follow any of that.
No, you lost me on that one.
Okay.
Who's the freak that you know when they sleep?
Yes, my husband.
What's he do?
He used to take a medication when he was trying to smoke, trying to stop smoking.
Yeah.
And it would make him dream, but he would do what he was dreaming. Like one night he was crawling underneath his brother's house trying to help him with his plumbing. And in bed, he's crawling around in the bed. And I reached over and grabbed his arm because I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, no.
And in his dream, there was a snake under there. And me grabbing him was a snake. And he ran across our bed and hit the wall.
You can't pay for entertainment like that, I'm telling you.
No.
Could I come over to your house maybe and just sit in your bed?
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
We're talking today about the person you know who is a freak while they're asleep.
Well, actually, it was something my mother told me I did. I used to sing in my sleep.
Ooh, weird.
Well, she would hear me singing, and she'd walk into my room, and it would be in the middle of the night, and I'd be propped up on one arm just singing away. And
Weird.
What you should have done is sing like, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
That's
give
too
them a
creepy,
moment
Bree.
that they can remember.
Do you know a freak when they're asleep?
I do. Most of the time, I can kind of catch myself halfway through and realize that I'm asleep and that I'm being ridiculous. But sometimes, like one night, I woke up or didn't wake up, and I thought that the smoke detector on the ceiling was a giant spider. So I got up and started punching it. Like jumping up in the air and punching it while it's still attached to the ceiling. And my wife wakes up. She's like, what the heck are you doing? And then it dawns on me that, like, I'm being ridiculous and I'm asleep. And I said, I thought it was a spider. Go back to sleep. But she just kind of shakes her head and rolls over and goes back to sleep.
When they're asleep, what do they do you have to deal with?
Yeah, my wife wanted me to call you and tell you a story about me.
What do you do?
Man, I'm a welder and a mechanic by trade. I was building this truck, and I passed out in the living room floor.
Wait a minute. You were building a truck in the living room?
No, I passed out after building the truck.
Oh, okay.
I was laying in the floor asleep, and she said I woke up, and I told her to come over and hold something. And she was holding a teddy bear, and I was using another teddy bear as a wrench and a remote as a welder, and I kept yelling at her to stop moving and everything else. I was having an argument with her in my sleep about where she should hold what was supposed to be a fender so I can weld it and bolt it in place.
Those poor teddy bears never saw it coming.
You know what's worse is your wife sat there playing along, having a good laugh at your expense.
That's what she was doing.
She's always laughing at you.
Who's the freak that you know when they're sleeping?
My late father-in-law was a mechanic, and my mother-in-law used to tell the story that he would rotate her tires at night.
What? Like actually rotate the tires?
I think that was a euphemism for happy time, you know.
Yes.
Maybe. My little brother was really bad. He used to get up and walk in his sleep, but he would walk to a doorway, and it was almost like he'd forgotten what he was doing because he would stand there for close to 15 minutes looking around kind of confusedly. You know, we would sit and watch him until one night he accidentally walked past the bathroom into the living room and went over to one of our chairs and lifted the cushion up and peed underneath it. What was really funny was watching him try to flush it afterwards.
It's Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
We're talking about the people you know who are freaks when they are asleep.
Whether they're talking or they're kicking or they're singing, whatever they're doing, tell us about it.
I'm an over-the-road truck driver, and I was gone for, I don't know, like a month and a half. And I got home one day, and my wife was still at work. I went in and got a shower and went to bed because I was pretty tired. And I guess she came home and started kissing on my neck and stuff and was wanting to do a little whoopee. And I told her, as soon as I get this trailer back into the dock, then I'll take care of her.
You know, though, but that is kind of an accurate description of the process.
Well, the only thing I remember is her punching me in the arm and yelling at me.
Right.
Do you know someone who's a freak when they're asleep?
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
I know he's listening. So my husband and I, he had to be up at work at about 5 o'clock, set the coffee pot alarm, for 4:30. I get up and the coffee pot's gone and the water is going everywhere. I say, babe, where's the coffee pot? I don't know. So we went looking for it. Somehow or another during the night, had gotten up, spilled it all over the floor, and put the coffee pot in the microwave.
Why in the microwave?
We still haven't figured that one out.
You got to wonder. I mean, in the middle of the night, what is happening in there? What activities? What other things did he do that you didn't notice yet?
Who do you know that's a freak when they're asleep?
When I was young, I grew up on a dairy farm, and my dad one night sat up, smacked my mom on her butt, and something along the lines of "get in there, yeah," or something. And she raised up out of bed, and he just slowly laid back down. He had no clue he done it.
Well, at least he didn't try to milk her. That's all I got to say.
At least he didn't die that night, because if my boyfriend did that to me, if he smacked me on the butt and said, yeah, he would be dead.
Oh, she was ready to murder him for that.
Oh, I bet.
Who do you know that is a freak when they're asleep?
My daughter sleepwalks, and usually when she sleepwalks at night, it's always when she has to go to the bathroom. So one night I woke up to hear her walking through the house, and I went upstairs to get her, and she had gone over to the couch and lifted up the cushion like it was a toilet seat and sat down to go pee.
Oh, no!
Just like my brother did.
Thank goodness I caught her before she did, and we rushed to the bathroom.
Wow, just like him.
It's Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
Hey, join us on the next edition of Morning Kicks Extra.
We're going to be talking about the thing that the two of you should never try to do together.
Laundry. Fold differently.
In the meantime, don't forget to check out our blog at kicks1025.com.
You can check out all of the latest Morning Kicks karaoke songs.
And you can watch us live on most social platforms every weekday morning starting at 7.
Make sure to like, follow, and smash that subscribe button.
Don't miss Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on the 4 states' #1 for country, Kicks 102.5.